Two 75mm TinyWhoop, both of them updated. Which one is actually better for you? Today we're gonna break it down. Many of you will even wonder why I'm comparing these two TinyWhoops. Isn't it the Air75, the new and recent TinyWhoop from Beta FPV, just better? The answer to that question is yes, well, maybe. Actually, it depends. So let's see when each one of these drones is best for you. Let me start introducing these two drones because they are not the regular Meteor75 Pro that we know from before, or even the first iteration of the Air75. This Meteor75 Pro has the new Matrix 1S all-in-one controller, which works much better in these small drones because it's an all-in-one controller with video included. It has the new G473 processor, which is faster. It also has 16 megs of black box memory and an expressless receiver, all in 1mm thick board. Then we have the Air75, which also has had a little recent update. The main change is the all-in-one controller, which now doesn't need an external expressless receiver because it's the new 5-in-1. Everything else is the same as before. So what am I talking about here? Who or when should you choose the Meteor75 over the Air75? Let's see, if you are someone with experience and can fly like my friend Tricky FPV, you're going to need a very powerful drone where the weight to power ratio is as low as possible. Because of this, the lighter the drone, the better performance you're gonna get out of it. And that was the main idea of the Air series, reduce the weight as much as possible. The Air75 is around 10 grams lighter than the Meteor75. And therefore, when you are doing tricks and you are a very good pilot that you want to do everything possible in your arsenal of tricks, you're gonna need this kind of very light drones. The airframe is lighter and potentially weaker. The canopy is definitely weaker. I have changed my Air65 canopy I don't know how many times by now. But on the other hand, the canopy of the Meteor75 is kind of indestructible. And the frame is pretty durable as well. Many around the TinyWhoop community think that this frame, the frame from the Meteor75, is one of the best out there. Repairing is the second topic to bring up. Changing a motor on the Meteor75 is just unplugging the old one and plugging the new one. While on the Air75, you have to solder in very small pads, which is not something that is attractive for beginners. It's nothing impossible, but you start seeing where I'm coming, right? My point is, if you're a beginner in the TinyWhoop scene and you are mostly flying around the house or just cruising around a park without doing any kind of aggressive tricks, you might want to stay with the Meteor75, which offers similar flight times than the Air75 at a higher durability rate, and is much easier to repair than the Air75 or the Air series in general. These two drones are fantastic. I love both of them, and I can't say really I want this one more over this one or this one more over this one. I just enjoy both of them, and it kind of depends when or where I'm flying them. Normally inside my house, if I'm just cruising around and trying to hit very small gaps, I'm gonna be getting the Meteor75, because if I crash and I hit it hard to something else, I know that it's going to be alive after the crash. On the Air75, I think I push myself much more trying to do tricks and trying to do something different that I have learned, but at the same time I'm very scared that whenever I crash it, I'm not going to be able to fly directly after that. Anyway, what do you think? Let me know in the comments which one would you choose, or which one do you have, and what do you think about these drones. This is what I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.